Alright, how's it folks? Oblivion Remastered just shadow dropped a patch this Friday evening, and it seems to have broken the upscaling and frame generation for quite a few players. Mostly seems to be affecting those on Game Pass at the moment, but I don't know if it's also affecting other folks on Steam or Xbox or whatnot, or PlayStation. So I'm just going to quickly go through a couple of potential fixes you can do to turn on the upscalers again and turn on the frame generation again if you're playing with that. And it also probably reset all your graphics settings, so just take a look at that when you start up the game again. So there's two different methods of turning the upscale or frame gen back on. One of them is editing the text file. In the documents folder, I'll have the file path shown up on the screen now so you can find it yourself. And the other option is to do it in-game, but that involves using the console and the console commands. And if you use the console commands, you'll disable achievements for that profile, for that save. So if you want to do it in-game, then you will need to download the achievement unblocker mod over on Nexus, and I'll have that linked in the description as well. All right, let's start off with the settings to change it in-game. You don't have to fiddle with any files. So all you have to do is press the tilde key and type in Altar.DLSS.Enabled 1 and then Altar.DLSS.FG.Enabled 1 to turn on the DLSS upscale and the frame generation respectively. It might not show in settings, but it will take effect in-game. So the alter command is basically telling the engine to turn on the settings in the Engine.ini file. It's sort of like changing the graphics settings in-game versus doing it in the config file. And if you want to do it for FSR, you'll do altar.fsr3.fr.enabled /1. And then if the in-game console commands didn't work, maybe you want to try editing the Engine.ini file inside C users YourName, documents, my games, Oblivion Remastered, saved, config, WinGDK, or Windows for Steam users, and place the following text at the bottom of the page on a new line. So for FSR3, you want system settings, and then this block of text. I'll have each of these block of text in the description of the video, so you can just copy paste it. And then there's a separate one for r.XeSS and a separate one for DLSS. And then once you've done that, make sure to set the file to read only in the file properties after you save it, or else the game will write over it again when you restart the game. And just a quick reminder, you will need to download the achievement unblocker mod over on Nexus if you want to use the console command version. And also, Bethesda did have a response over on Twitter that they're aware of the issue and they're going to work on a hotfix, but we don't know when that's coming out because we don't even have the patch notes for the current patch that broke the upscaling and the frame gen. So we're just going to have to be patient, I guess. So I hope this will help some of you folks trying to get the game playing in a reasonable frame rate again. For those of you who were unfortunate enough to get the issues with this latest patch, I was lucky enough to avoid it on Steam because it seems to be mostly affecting Game Pass users. Otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic time. Take care and cheers for now.